myself back. It's been a while. It's been a while. Anyway, hope you guys feel okay. I'm okay. I know this period. I just, yeah. Let's be honest. I literally is a period at the same time. But that's not the point. The point is that I'll show you guys. Yeah, just. So I want to show you guys something really cool. It's part of this event, one of the main events on Amazon, and I'm not sponsored, not affiliated by the website. Just as a disclaimer, but it's called Prime Day, and that's how I affiliate our event, which people who have Prime membership can receive a lot of offers in low prices, even things that can cost the half of the price, but it depends on the vendor and also the items. Hey, it's Editing Rose. A little bit for the future, but just to let you know that part of what I said is that depends on the vendor, and I'm saying this for I have friends and I have acquaintances that they are from in my case, from the land that I came from, in my case, Puerto Rico. That some of the items they are shared last weekend. I said last weekend, but it was the 2 days of Prime. There I shared some of the deals on my community in Discord, and I did this because I know that we as artists want small options are part of what they offer in this case, Puerto Rico. Unfortunately, it's the vendor that decides which they're going to ship. So that way, unfortunately, I have friends who reach out to me that they want certain art supplies, but they can have it because that doesn't come there. It's not the company, it's not the website, it's the vendor who decides which item they want to ship and which one they're not. So having this information in mind, just make sure that when you're going to research for art supplies or any other item, check before you put it in the cart that if the specific item goes to the country that you desire. If not, find something similar that goes to your country. So having this clarified, let's go back to the video. So I'm giving myself the tax and a part to, because I really want to buy this week, and it's because there's a lot of projects that I want to do later on this half of the month of the year, this half of the year and then next year. And part of the stuff that I want to buy is regarding of packaging and stuff, because for those projects that I want to do, and also to give a better reward to my patrons and subscribers and Twitch, etc, etc. But I did something beforehand, and it's that I put all the items in the cart, hoping that when it comes to the day, which I wish it was a Friday instead of Monday, but it is what it is. But when it comes to Monday, I'm gonna put the exact dates over here. So when it comes to Monday, I check the cart to buy them using the deals. Only one item was on Prime sale. The rest of the items was on regular price, but because I had to do those projects, I decided to buy them anyway. So, and as a part that I'm going to share my art haul on here in this channel, and also to explain it a little bit. And at the same time, I want to review one of those items, swatch them, and course, finishing with a time lapse video of an artwork of lately my English is Spanish, but yeah, I'm going to finish with an artwork using that item I'm going to show you later on, so I'm not going to lose any more time extending this intro. I already had 3 minutes of intro, so let's go. Well, first things first, I didn't open it yesterday just so I can record this and open it with you guys. Like, I was so even though I was tired and everything, is the first time that this company sent my orders very early. But I'm just going to start with this one. And the thing is that I was like, why they don't, I don't know who's the guy who decided this, but I don't know why didn't send everything on one package. I received 2 huge packages for one order. So behold my knife. Like I'm going to say this before, but non-sponsor, not affiliated. I still a kind. So anyway, let me open this up. So I should use another knife, to be honest. All right, like I told before in the intro, oops, sorry, kind of shaky here. Part of the orders is for me and my sis, so that's why I think that's why it comes in 2 boxes, but it's all for me anyway. Whatever. So air bubbles. All right, this is for, yeah, this is the needle felting craft material. This is for one of the hobbies that my sister does, and if you didn't watch the video of my sister and I doing resin, we just put a certain amount of likes. If we reach to those amount of likes in that video, she will teach me how to use this, so stay tuned. So we got this also for my sister and I, and it's foam stand mold for resin, and I really like the way that it comes with some sparkling things, embellishment, invest, I don't know what it calls. I'm gonna put the name somewhere when I'm going to edit. So this is one of those molds. So I use first, take this out. Oh, this is from, like I said before, I ordered this for not just half supplies but also for packaging. So I'm very surprised that those meters for future patron rewards or Twitch subscribers rewards comes in a really neat cardboard box. So this is the meters. So in case they are going to do artwork, and I had to send some artworks on the mail, especially Lemmy's gift. So the illustration that I made on Twitch before, a month ago, it could fit perfectly well in this rigid box. And yeah, I'm going to put a lot of stickers. Do not bend it, please. So it comes pretty neat, I would say. So even though I regret open this completely, but what I'm going to do is to put this aside and decide where this is going to go. Oh, let's go to the second box. This is less heavy. I know the fact that I have older 25 meters of that I opened before was the heaviest part of the on the first package. So let's go with the sample really quick. And more hair bubbles. I just taking this out. I really like the fact that whoever is packaging, they do care. So, and this second box is a phone case for my sister. So stay tuned for an upcoming video with this matter. And here they are. Wow, can't be expect to come this way. So here's the Ohuhu markers. Oh wow. Let me show you really close. Like, wow. I ordered the pastel, the light color pastel set, which is still new a few weeks ago. And I took the advantage of the prime deal. From, like I said, this is the item that I said before that I got the prime deal comparing all the ones I ordered. And it just go down $10. So, and because it's the main competitor of Cupid, and I can't believe it having this in my hand. So let me put this aside. We have, oh yeah, that's another resin mold for upcoming projects. I got to open this really quick. Oh, that's, oh, it's kind of sturdy to be a silicone mold. But this is a mold to make from the famous pop holders, those buttons that make you hold your phone more easily. So I'm going to open this calmly later on. And the last thing is another silicone mold to make some keychains. So let me just reunite everything really quick. I open each one of them. So gotta open this up. Oops, I just broke the ziploc box. Great, good job, Rose. Good job. So this is how it looks like. Later on, I'm going to make a couple videos clips so you can see them more closely and in detail, because right now the angle that I put my tripod and myself is kind of uncomfortable, but looks amazing. So this is the mold, and I never tried this before because I have some ideas that I have in my mind along with when my sister is getting back into resin once again. So I really like that. Honestly, I didn't read the details for this one. Didn't know that it may come in 3 molds. I was expected to be 1, but the fact that it brings 3 is perfect, because I could give 1 or 2 to my sister and 1 for me, or if my sister wants to do a big batch, I can lend her to her, and also I can do mine as well. So here's is the resin molds. So now I'm going to open this up. This palm grip silicone molds with DIY casting, blah blah blah. I really like this is a funny thing. Amazon lately is acting like Wish. I'm going to put the image of the description of the title of the items in somewhere in the screen. Is Like they put a huge paragraph and saying the same thing, like DIY resin mold, casting resin, blah, blah, blah. Like I don't know, it's coming. Oh, it's familiar for you guys. So this is the mold. Like I say, comparing with this one looks a kind of fancy, kind of moldable. This one is kind of sturdy. Maybe the fact that maintain everything in one place, but looks okay. I don't know. I asked my sister is a good or a bad mold. I don't know. Maybe what I know for sure that the finish is gonna be glossy because how the reflection looks. So this mold comes with this attachment. That comes like this, and you can close it and open. Comparing with the other one, I have another one in another part of my studio. Let me look pretty quick so I can compare. So that may look like this. So comparing, that's another type of. I'll have to look for videos because unless I can check a little bit more in the box, it doesn't come with instruction. They have to attach them, so I have to figure it out. So that's I think that I have, and it comes one in black. Gotta put a cursor here. One in black and white. Oh, it's raining. Nice. There also comes with some peeling tapes. I think it's to attach to the phone. And the good thing is that it leaves a film, so if you plan it to sell to somebody, you can give it like this to the client and do the rest, which is amazing. So I'm gonna put this away the best that I can. And as a bonus, because like I said, I'm doing funny note. No, I leave that funny note to my mutuals, but and keep going. Because I forgot the confidentiality here. So it comes with these little stars. I'm gonna put this really close. Let me take away from the back. That way you guys can see closer, and move my light so you guys can see. Look how shiny it is. This gives me the lining. I wanna give you a shout out to my mom and my sister because a few days ago they gave it the task to rearrange everything in my studio more than I do, and they gave me a new table because actually I was using my sister's table, so she gave me back her big table, give me back her table, and when I came back from work I see all this, I was in awe. So shout out to my mom and my sister, and love you. So I keep looking. Oh, that's the only thing that I have left. No instruction, no whatsoever. Let me open this up so you guys can see. There's no instruction, so I have to figure it out on the internet. So the only thing that it came is with those dried flowers. Yeah, that look real for me. So yeah, that's all that I have here. So let me move on and switch the light into the other side so I can open this up. I wish I can knew it sooner. Then my tablet holder has a slot to put my light in here, so now you guys can see better all these moles and no glare whatsoever except for this one. So yeah, this is the flowers much closely without the glare. Like, yeah, that's all that comes in this package. So like I said before, this is just a normal clear cover. So later on there's coming a video about it. No, I'm not gonna give you more hints, sorry, but this is the best way to tell. So coming back to the reason why I bought this to my sister is because she was showing me her recent work with needle felting. I'm going to show you a description the how it is in the screen, but I was telling her, girl, you lacking on wool. So I tell her, look for a kit or replacement or material something, and I buy it because why not? We're gonna help each other. So it comes in a little package like this, and a little comes a long way. So you wanna know, has her. She also has her Instagram account, so I got to put them somewhere in the screen so you guys can follow her and see her creations. So let me open this mold, and maybe if I not forget from here to the way I'm going to edit the picture, I'm going to show you how it looks like on the screen, what it's supposed to look. So here's the mold. So this is the first part on the phone stand, and over here is the slot where it attaches with the second part, that is this one right here. I think it might go like this or like this, I don't know, I will figure it out, but it look great. And a lot of space to do a lot of projects. So it comes with this. I'm going to turn back so you guys can see. Mostly it's iridescent. I really love those two colors. And also there's the majority has a iridescent gold, silvery, purplish finish. So in certain colors, in others they go more golden. I don't want to sneeze. But I really like the fact that each resin molds, except for this one, no, now I'm confused. Yeah, each resin molds comes with some glitter embellishments. My sister forgot that I'm filming, and so I really like that extra. So I'm going to switch my camera to another display, and also prepare my media pad and everything. So we're going to open this baby later on. All right, I just changed the settings. It's not the proper setting, but better than nothing. So welcome to my new setup, the new setup of what I'm going to do my artworks and my projects from now on. So I had this, I just bring my swatch paper chart just in case if Ohuhu markers doesn't bleed, so I'm going to do the swatcher after this. So just checking. Yeah, to open this, and you guys can see it as well. So wow, it feels, oh my god, I can't believe I had this. So this is great because right now I still have my original packages or some markers that I have here and there, but I have these few over here that I don't know if you guys can see it, but this doesn't have packaging because I just buy a single. That's why I put it right there. It's supposed to go horizontal, but it is what it is. So the fact that it comes in this package is awesome because I can keep them all in one place. So I'm going to open this up, and they look amazing. Let me get up so I can show you really close how they look like. And I like the fact of the coding as well. So I don't know, I think there's something there, so I'm going to check this out. And it comes with a booklet. And this is, it says the Ohuhu Honolulu series. These markers are amazing. Oh, so it said the Honolulu series, but what I see in the website was the Pastel set. I don't know if this a mistake or not, but they just give me the description on what it is. So I have to be focused on the camera. So the types of markers that it is for alcohol base or water base or watercolor. I really like the fact that I think they're originally from Hawaii for some reason, but I got to read this and I got to give the proper accuracy somewhere in the screen. So it shows the terms, the type of the tip, the ink, what is available in the market, and the image. And I really like the ones who has brush and chisel. I really do like the fine nib and the chisel, but for having in between having an in between of small details but flowing and broad lines and coloring, so I prefer this one. So here is all the colors they offer and the palette they choose. Exactly like that, I'm going to organize those markers. That way I can do the proper swatches. And the good thing about it is they come with a colorless blender, which is alcohol, pure alcohol marker. But yes, it can use to erase a little bit of mistakes and here and there, but basically it doesn't help too much of blending and technique of blending. I'm still learning, but I'm trying to blend the same color range of each color that I'm going to use. So here is some examples of different colors used to do this. Of course, I'm going to say Photoshop, but it's digital. It's not the same that traditional. So it says that a few questions and answer frequent questions. The brush tip is reversible, which is good. I really like the way the way that he explains, in case that if my blush nib looks like this, so I can flip it, and that's pretty nice detail. So I'm gonna close it. Oh, I know how to do it. So it came with 2 cardstock swatches chart, which is amazing because that way I know how to do this one right there. This is neat. It's the same thing as the other set that I tried months ago. So the fact that it offers this is a bonus, is huge favor. So I'm really happy for this. And the rest is a Pastel that holds. Make sure that, let me see. I'm gonna take it out. Oh, I thought it was to hold it all them together, but actually this is amazing. This is a piece of plastic and self-explanatory. In your coloring on thin paper, please put this pad between your coloring sheets and prevent any breakthrough. It's amazing. I really like this detail for Ohuhu because actually when I do my illustrations, even in the paper weighs 300 grams or 140 pounds. I always make sure that I use a paper. In this case, I'm gonna show you one of the illustrations that I have. Looks, but usually when I do kind of illustrations, even if the paper is really heavy, I always have this type of tracing paper or any kind of paper behind it. That way, if I'm working on the corners or working with alcohol markers, and for more layers that I add, it doesn't go to the other page. So I'm gonna show you one of the recent artworks that I did, and this is a fan art that I didn't finish yet, and I did it during the stream on Twitch last month. So I always use a paper to protect, and even though I didn't didn't protect it well, look this thing. So you can see how much alcohol ink goes through. Same with other illustrations like this one. And even though I put the paper, I think that day I didn't put the paper, that's why. But it could be worse. So as you can see, there's a lot of ink. So the fact that it's a plastic instead on a tracing paper is a bonus. And even though I wish it could be more bigger, but they give me the idea of what I'm going to do to find another piece of plastic that looks fancy and looks big enough to work or those kind of papers. And really good for so small illustrations. So I think I'm gonna get a good use to it. So this is amazing. So what I'm going to do is switch my, once again, I'm going to switch my I forgot the word, my setup, so I could give you guys a closer look on how I do my swatches, and also to do the illustration at the end. All right, so I have this color swatch and it comes in 2 parts. So, and that way I can show you guys how it looks. So I had to pause it because when I was recording, my sister's with me, so I can stop laughing. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is the marker. How it looks like. It's kind of biggy. I just trying to compare. No, not too biggy. It's just the average size. But if I compare with, I just trying to look for another markers to compare with. Like I had this brush marker. Right now I can't see anything from here, but I'm gonna put this right here. So set this aside. So yeah, kind of biggie. Just to say, let me take one of those copies that I have over here as well to compare side by side. Yeah, I thought it was biggie, but now that I have both of them, and I don't mean by cooperation because honestly I had only one set of copies, so and it's from a gift. So I got to open both or the chisel, and like I said, copy are much smaller in the nibs compared with the Ohuhus or any other brand. Gonna do the same with the blush, even though wow, I have to be careful how I treat those brush nibs. So I'm going to brush nib. Let that look okay. The only thing that I see like a type of gradient in the in this brush nib compared with the copy one, but I got to do some tests here and there and to test them. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to organize my markers, that way it can match with the color swatch chart over here. So that way when I'm going to do the swatchings, I'm going to talk some live updates, or maybe I can do a time lapse, but let's see what happens. Alright, now that I organize them, let me tell you, organize those markers in a pouch bag is not easy because they're constantly moving, but they look kinda organized in a way that I get easy access to each color by code. So yeah, that will fine. So I'm going to start to swatch and give you some, I don't know, some life updates. I don't know. I'm trying, I want to do this time lapse, but because it's been a while I don't do this kind of updates, and also it's been almost a month since I'm not streaming. I took a break because I put on pause for I think like a year for some projects that I had in mind, just because I want to try something new. And that project I want to start when the pandemic start. Give me a second. Some water. So basically I got some projects that I want to do last year, and I decided to stop because I took a detour. Let's just say this. I took a detour. So that way I can try something new. And because I met some amazing people, you know who they are. If you watch this, you know who they are. So I don't repent, I don't regret anything on that detour, but in a part, there's a little part of me that, yeah, because so many stuff that I want to do. Excuse me, I forgot to silent the notifications. But while I was watching, I wanna give you some updates. So yeah, you know, I organized this and now I can find the colors, but I just can't used to it. So this is a deep green, yeah, but I'm thinking that there's some colors that they name it in a way and they look really weird on the paper or in real life, like this one deep green, but it looks like a greenish thing. Hey, shout out to my sister, she's getting back on doing resin. So she just made this cute Among Us resin decoration things. I don't know for, to be honest, I don't know for what it is, but it's really cute. I imagine this with some kind of gold mica around the edges. I don't know, just thinking about it, all hand painted. But she's getting back into casting resin, and this is one of the reasons my future projects are going to include resin, because I was experimenting a few weeks ago and it was really good. So stay tuned for more projects like this. But shout out to my sister. I'm gonna leave once again her Instagram handle in the description box below or somewhere in the screen. So let me go back to swatching. So yeah, back when I was talking, chose to string on Twitch. I know it's a mixed feelings because there was some projects that I want to do at the beginning of the pandemic, the COVID, and take advantage of the time that I have free, because I decided at that moment to you know what, I just put those markers, and after I organize them, screw it, the organization. But yeah, so I have more time before I join the full-time job that currently I am right now, and I decided to take a chance and do some streaming on Twitch. And next month I'm turning a year, and I'm very grateful for all the support that I received for all these months, especially the last 5 months, I would say. But even that, for all these months I've been streaming, even though I don't usually do every day like the rest of my community or streamers, partners, artists, all my fellow friends do. But the little time that I got to stream and give you guys a little bit of me, my artwork, and everything else, I'm very grateful. But fortunately, still working between streaming plus fulfilling some personal projects, kinda struggling, and there comes to a point then I I stopped doing them, even though there was where's that? Oh, there is. Let me try this brush nib for a minute. Oh, I really like this brush nib. You know, sorry that I constantly interrupt what I'm going to say, but that brush nib is the same as Celiar and
Caliart.
but the point is that the brush nib is the same, like it's dedicated but sturdy, resistant, and I really love it, that combination. There's some brush nibs that is really flimsy and some of them that they're okay, but I really like this brush nib. So back to the theme again. To summarize, those projects that I have in mind to do, and part of them is to create, I'm looking for the code. I can find it. Man, I just organized this. Espérate. Where is it? In my face. Yeah, even though the streaming on Twitch is a personal decision, I know with all these live updates, I don't want to tell, and excuse the background noise. My dad is currently lunch. I'm going to say that my experience is not going to be your experience. Please take the opportunity to experiment and try different platforms, and if you're ready, you go for it. If you have even a simple phone, you can start with it. What it needs is determination and the commitment of keep following your path and share what you like and have fun. So I do have fun during this almost 11 months streaming, but I decided to work from now on by seasons and dedicate more time to my personal work as myself, as a brand, as an artist, instead of taking all my time on streaming. Yes, I would do streaming every center time, but I don't want to like create another new thing apart of what I'm doing. I want to show you guys what I'm doing so far, and I have some goals in my mind that there's some projects that I want to make it real. Like I want to see it in my hands that Rose, you did this from your mind to physical. Like, yeah. So yeah, I don't know what I just said some announcements on Twitch and in my Discord community. All the description is down below. But it would change. It would change. Could be more sooner, could be more later, but I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, that's what I have for now regarding on streaming. And also I've received many opportunities lately. One of them, and I'm going to share, I can't find this thing. When I'm done talking, when I'm going to talk all these things that I'm going to talk, I will do a time lapse with the other one, or maybe fast forward a little bit, because I don't want to make this video long, only to see me struggling to find the code after organize it the best I could. So 250 I found it. So yeah, even though I got to do it anyway because my mom just came and I had to fast forward a little bit, but I want to finish it with this. I got so many opportunities lately. Also, give me a sec. All right, back on it again. Anyway, like I was saying, struggling with codes and struggling with talking and swatching at the same time. But yeah, I was talking about the opportunities that I just have recently. One of them is my family support, and later on I want to show you a little bit in detail about my reorganized art studio, and there's more things that I want to add as well. But for now, the difference between the tables that I just received is amazing, and so many things that my mom and my sister did. So I'm really happy for them, even though that there's some things that some difference between what I think and what they think. But I was talking to them about my future plans for the next couple months and next year, and one of them is to be an artist alley in a convention in my city. So even though they have some differences regarding some opinions about conventions and stuff, regardless of their faith and everything else, they're having the support. They decide to support me as well and even join me in the table. So I'm very happy and grateful for them. Also, I'm very grateful for my friends. You know who they are, especially with Lemmy and Jessa. Both of them in the recent months they're very supportive, and I'm really grateful for them. And speaking about that, I'm having a collab that what for saying there's so many things that I can't tell right now, but I will say one of them because it's already public, and it's that I'm going to work on one of the most, not just personal, but one of the biggest projects in his band, and it's called Arcane Chronicles. And it's because for all the support and then brainstorming and everything else regarding his OC Sarah, and also the other parts of the story that I forgot the word in English, developing as well, even though that I still have my issues with my stories and I have some stories on hold, but I'm hoping to get back to them pretty soon. But I'm very happy to help me with these stories as well. And for all this, he asked me to be part of this project, so why not? So yeah, you see more content that comes from Arcane Chronicles, Sarah, and all this stuff is because he grabbed me that permission, and I can't wait to show you guys more of them. The rest I can tell right now. You have to wait and stay tuned. So yeah, right now, if you see me in and out on social media for a little while, it's because I've been very, 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 very concentrated on creating new content, filming new stuff, making a library of new stuff. I can find the marker. I'm very sure that as soon as I'm going to share this, I'm going to fast forward this video because I don't want to make this long. But yeah, no. You know what? I want to talk a little bit about the markers because that's what I came for. But I want to share all this because I don't know what is gonna be the next time I'm going to stream or give you some live updates again. So I wanna be clear that if you guys don't see me too much in the social media, it's because of that. It's because I'm very, very, very busy, and now with the collab that I have and so many good things going on, it gives me all my concentration, not just in my full-time job, but also in creating new content as well, and also working on myself. um I'm trying to change some kind of habits, some be more close to my family, because sometimes I concentrate too much that I forgot that they are in the house with me. So in that part, I need to get better. And in another part, even though everything's normalized and the restriction is kind of lift, and still have the same schedule in my full-time job. It doesn't change at all, because every time I try to apply for a new change of schedule, something happens. And you know what? When it happens, and that's it. Of course, I want to keep trying and try to switch my weekends to a weekend that everybody can join, and not just to not missing church or anything. It's mostly to share with my family. But all this is temporary. Everything is for a purpose, and I'm very faithful that all these trials and all these decisions and all this work goes for something good, for new blessings, and I believe that everything happens for a purpose. So this is my life update. I can't tell no more because it leads to spoilers. So thank you for support these minutes. I don't know how many minutes I was talking like that. But let's talk about how this coming so far. And even that I'm struggling with looking for the codes, I kind of remember the name, so now I'm getting a little faster swatching them. And looking these colors are so beautiful comparing to all the swatches that I have right now in my studio. These ones are the most, it's not pastel. It looks pastels, but it's something different. It has this hint of saturation, and now they are drying, they're coming more beautiful. I'm very happy with this set. And my sister loves it so much because she tried. I don't know if she mentioned it before, but she wants me to buy a set for her, even though my art supplies, when I get my art supplies, honestly, I share them. My art supplies is also her art supplies, and if things there's some things that I have that she might need, I just give it to her, because honestly I'm working 4 days a week, and mostly I'm being from 11 or 12 hours out of my home 4 days a week. So my sister right now, she's studying online her degree. Now she's in summer. So honestly, if I'm not using them, I let her use them. But because she insists to get her a set of her own, because She do some commissions. She does some art raffles and stuff. And yeah, I don't have any problems because honestly, this set is really affordable. So I just got that. That's like I tell before. Is I just got this because of Prime Day, but honestly, the regular price, the difference is very little. So I don't have any issue if I buy this set again later on this week. Same with the resin molds, the silicone molds. Same with the resin, even the UV lamp. I bought her a UV lamp long time ago, and that UV lamp is for doing polygel nails, but it's perfect to do all kind of resin stuff. And the same way, if I the other week, I think it was last week, I was doing some experiment that I will show you guys later on social media. But I need a UV lamp and I took my sisters, and I took a little one because she has two. And I took the small one because I don't know where's the bigger one. And the second thing, I don't know if she's going to let me. So I took that. And my sister, when she figured out that I was trying resin for the first time in a while, because there's a video, she told me, hey, use the bigger one. This one doesn't work. It works. The thing is that she wants me to use hers. So I'm very grateful for that, to be honest. Same with all the rest of the stuff. And my mom too, when she wants to try some vinyls, because buy her a cricut maker tree for Mother's Day. And the same materials I use for that, she can use it also, because not everything is for myself. I want to share with all of them. So I'm going to buy another set for her. And if I had the chance and a bigger space, well, I still have space. Whoa, this was way too dark to be a light blue compared with the rest of the blues. Maybe it's the alcohol, but wow, all this cost me something to do. But man, it looks beautiful though. So switching. So yeah, I will honestly, I wanna buy this again in another color palette, even though my favorite ones so far are for the brush nibs Cetiar, for the last illustration I made a month ago. Also, I like the Master Touch ones because the ink is pretty good. The Sargent art that I have over there, I don't want to take it out yet. They're amazing in ink, but the fact is that they have this fine tip instead of our brush nib, and like I really do like it. But there's some things that I want to do that I can't do, because the only thing in matters of color palettes, I really like the arts. That the ones that I tried recently, and I made a time lapse in the past. The only thing that I didn't like is because of the bullet, the fine tip. I'm going to show you really quick. It's because that even if I want to do an illustration using a brush nib, I can do this because on the tip is really small. But I really do like the ink and how affordable it is. So like, I want to look for more markers who has brush nibs, because I can do both. I can do fine details, but also paint like a normal paintbrush. without using the chisel, which I don't have any issues with the chisel, but it's preferences, to be honest. It's a question, it's a matter of references. So I will keep going to swatch really quick. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, and once I'm done, I'm gonna give you my opinion on this, how he behaving once it's dry, and see you guys in a bit. Swatching them so far. I really love these colors. This is the most beautiful palette so far that I've ever done. I'm swatching. Oh my god, I'm mega whatever. It's because look at this. This calls so many characters that I have in my mind right now. If you guys are a patron or or mutuals knows what I'm talking about, to be honest, because especially those pinks and blues, but also there are very good colors to do a holo here from gospel, that one of my OCs. So but I will do that later on for Patreon. You give me a really good idea. So this is both of the swatches. What I really like about both of them is the fact that it not just offers oh, and a disclaimer, what you see in camera it's not the same as in person, because I'm using my iPad for this filming session, actually for the entire video. Let's just say it's the fact that for some reason, because of the camera functions, I don't know, that makes the colors more brighter and more saturated, that just like when I just apply the markers on the paper, that's what it looks like. Because right now for the naked eye they look more slightly paler, but beautifully, not like a pale that doesn't exist. It really looks beautiful. So I really like the fact that Ohuhu offers a little bit for everything from the rainbow. We have the yellows, we have the oranges, some kind of red, even though the red in pastel it doesn't have too much because it can confuse for to pink, but the fact that it includes a little bit, it was okay. So just wishing they may have more paler pinks, but it's fine because I have some markers that can do that. So these two has good colors to transition, to be honest. I really like the way that they can offer gray and not just gray like the cool, the warm, and the neutral, but also they use a little tint on each color, like yellow, 3 types of red that actually is like our normal red gray, but also this two is mostly like purplish gray, which is okay, it looks amazing, and a blue gray that is kind of blue, light blue something, and a green gray. I really like that they include that tint of color in the gray section. The pale lemon yellow is the only one that looks kind of neon-ish. The rest looks really cool. They include earthy tones, which is amazing. So I want to show you guys really quick, and I want to do it right now. So I'm going back with my swatch book. I'm going to choose some random colors. Maybe I can use a little bit from the same family. I'm not going to be too meticulous with this because I really, oh my god, that's unintentional. Ah! I'm having a backup light and it's failing me. Like, stay. If I choose these colors, it's unintentional, to be honest. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Maybe it's the subconscious. So I'm not going to waste more time on this. So just, and I want to be very delicate, and I'm going to use a little bit for bold brush. Bold on the nibs because this paper is kind of sturdy in a way, and I don't want, even especially the brush nib, I don't want to ruin it in the first day. So it's just to show you guys how it looks and the blending and how I'm using the blender as well, even though it's just alcohol, to be honest. But I recommend you guys, if you want to use the blender, look for tutorials, look for the official page of Ohuhu or every other brand and investigate like how to use them, because it's a trial error and every experience is really different. So I'm going to show you guys the chisel. So and really, in part I like it, in part I not, but it's for the fact that you want to cover large areas. There's here's the chisel. So I'm going to use the brush nib. Brush nib gives me a lot of options, and it's the fact that you can do broad lines but also fine lines, and especially when you do hair and the curves and everything, it giving small options, and go overboard with the brush nib. That's just a one, but It's amazing. I really like the way that it's not flimsy. It's just right. But I don't want to abuse on this brush nib on this paper too much. So I'm going to try the blending, and I'm going to use a lighter peachy tone. And the same. And now that is wet, I use a darker one. I just choose random, but what I do for blending is use these two colors and try to overlap one onto another. That way both inks can blend, and I see these blends so beautiful. So I want to do the same with the blender. What I do is erase the ink, but I want to try it anyways. And works really well. I'm just going to wait this to dry to see if it works. So I want to do the same thing with continuity. This is a way different color, so I will try to mix both of them. And when I light it one, I don't know if the camera can show, but this is a whole different color. When you're going to try that, when you choose two or more colors to do this kind of blending, has to be from the same family. And right now I choose the wrong ones, but in a part they look okay. It's just they react one another, and it doesn't look so beautifully like this one, but they could blend. Same with the blender. I'm going to overlap a little bit. And the best practice to do this is as soon as you layer one, as soon as you put a color, you can quickly add another if you want this to blend beautifully. That's why it's good to have swatches. That way you know how they react once it's dry, because the alcohol evaporates, and when less is the pigment. So once you know how they look when it's dry, you can choose the color family you want, so you can have some good effects on blending. Also, you can layer. If you have a base color and you want to add the same color on top of it, it becomes more darker. That way you can create your shadows or midtones. If you want another more darker color than that one, you can use another one. I'm going to use this one. It's for another brand, but who cares? It's alcohol marker. You can layer on top of it as well. So I'm going to do an artwork after do a quick break, maybe later on during the day, but because of this, like someone that I follow on YouTube saying the movie magic. So with the power of edition and everything else, you can see it in a couple of minutes, but in my case, it's gonna be a couple of hours. So see you guys later. show you the final results. I already put a video and I'm going to repeat that again, depending how the future me handles this editing. But I want to show you how it looks and showing with this beautiful light that I just got from my recent acquisition on a tablet adapter. Look at it, how pretty she looks. It's out of my comfort zone, and yeah, I really like it. And I wish I can do more. Like, maybe it's because I don't get used to try cool tones and stuff. But if I future, if I want to make her face with more highlights, I should avoid those white spaces on certain parts of her face, like the cheek and just like the nose, like the same thing that I did with the nose and the cheek, and same with the hands. But yes, I cheat at the end. I use some other brands of markers, but it's because I want to create that contrast with the rest of the hair. I really like these markers. The brush nib is excellent, and also really love all the colors. So you can see a little bit. So you see the intro and you didn't notice there they are. I put the swatches over there. So this is the end of the video. Please, I really encourage you, please hit the notification bell, because maybe I could upload a video next week or upload the next 3 months. But please like, share with your friends and family, to everybody, and hit the notification bell, please, because I know how a proper schedule, and with all the projects that I have, and with the collab that I have, I'm getting more busy than ever. So please stay tuned for more content, more good things are coming, good things are cooking. So please stay tuned for this and the rest of my social media. I'm gonna leave my URL somewhere in the screen. Also, I wanna thank to my Twitch subscribers and my patrons over there, because even if I take these productive pause, they're still there and they're still supporting, and I promise you that you're gonna receive lots of good rewards once I come back. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.